Do you know what's worse than one moron? Two morons. And even worse than that, three morons. So we've had to up the game and find four morons to do this video with. This is going to be fun. Roll the intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Sarcastic Barman and welcome to my channel. So, we've got to do it. 4 morons for a video. 4 of the stupidest things I've heard all week. Here's the first one, and please be prepared for facepalm protection and just WTF-ness.
Alrighty here, this is going to be an easy one to show you how, 1, Newton is a fucking retard, and he contradicted himself. And the bowlers are stupid if you believe this bullshit.
Oh joy, it's right the hand. Fuck. Should we take bets now on how fucking stupid he's going to look by the end of this? Is he going to be A, more stupid than when he started, B, oh my god, I can't believe he just tried to do this, or C, fuck my life, I passed out on the floor, what the fuck is going on, my brain just melted.
Okay, so, first law, an object in motion will stay in motion. They believe in space, if you just touch, bing, you just boop. That rock, it'll just go, the object will go and move forever. Okay?
Sort of. Basically, an object at rest or an object at motion will stay at that state unless acted upon by another force. I really hope you didn't skip that little bit and this whole video just makes you look like a fucking idiot by the end of it because you forgot that simple little line in it.
So you're in space, you let something go with the littlest of energy, right? And it just goes. Okay, so that's their first law. Now the third law though is equal and opposite reaction.
Oh, are we just skipping the second law? I guess we're just skipping the second law. Not that it matters. I mean, we're talking about objects. I'm sure the second law is really going to apply, but okay. I'll read it, just in case. I've got it copied so I don't make any mistakes. Don't want to look like an idiot while calling someone an idiot. The second law. The amount of acceleration of a body is proportional to the acting force and inversely proportional to the mass of the object. Force equals ma. Sorted. Let's keep going.
So when you say, I put X amount of energy, whatever, your words. Well, I'll give you your words. You put X amount of energy into an object. Now, how far did that object go? An infinite distance.
You do realise for it to be going an infinite distance, there'd have to be no other forces acting on it for that infinite amount of time, unless by some miracle those forces acted to give it more energy and increase its speed or things like that.
Now, how much energy would you have to put into an object to get it to go an infinite distance? An infinite amount of energy.
Yeah, because in the real world, we understand that other forces are going to act upon that object. So if you want it to keep going forever, you're going to need to keep putting energy into it. Or it not run out of energy. It's going to have to be making its own energy to keep it moving. So constantly firing a rocket or something like that. There has to be no forces acting on it to slow it down, stop it, add resistance, which isn't something we really accomplish on Earth. And even in space, there's still resistance in space. Very, very fine resistance. But you still have to then also interact with the gravity wells of other objects. So eventually, your thing is going to slow down, possibly get caught in a gravity well of another object, or worse, go bloop into a sun.
So you are not getting an equal and opposite reaction when you don't put an infinite amount of energy into an object and it goes for an infinite distance. So, did I say that? I said that, did I? No, I didn't. Did I? Ooh. Okay, well, there's Newton contradicting himself, right? You can put a set amount of energy into an object and have it go an infinite amount of distance.
I love the fact the hamster in your brain had a little spasm going, wait, run, something doesn't seem right, Yeah, you started this video out so badly, and what's best, you ended so goddamn badly. An object at rest or in motion will stay at that state, unless acted upon by another force. If you'd have read that first line, you could have probably prevented yourself from doing this video and prevented yourself from looking like a cock on the internet. Shame. Oh well, you're a cock. This is the internet. We're going on to the next video.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's March 11th.
Could you imagine if Chris started his videos, so just suddenly one day didn't start them like that, did something completely different? You'd have all the flat earthers going nuts, going, he's been replaced, what's going on? The really conspiracy ones would be like, it's now a deep fake CGI thing, or worse, it's an android there to create mistrust and discredit flat earth. As if that needs to happen. The meeting the other day, we were all there and it's like, yeah, what things can we do to make flat earth look stupid? Let's give Chris from CC fucking extra internet. Let's give him the best internet connection in the entire universe. We'll use that alien secret technology we got. And he's like, yeah, beam it down with the magical Starlink stuff. Forget the bet about the meeting. That never happened.
We were throwing around some ideas together, and I never really understood one thing. Oil. You know, why is that here? Why is that here on our flat earth? Did the creator create that for us to dig down and create this combustible engine?
Now, if you're a believer in God, you could say, yes, God created the oil by millions of years ago, having plankton die and fall to the bottoms of the oceans. Whereas as it got pressurized, covered, decomposed and all that jazz, turned into oil. So, yes, God created it with the plan that in the future it was going to run our cars. And if you don't believe in God, then the theory sort of still holds true that millions of years ago plants and things died, fell to the bottom of the oceans, got covered, decomposed, pressurized, all that jazz, turned into fucking oil, which we then dug up. It's fine. Oh, the world's not flat though.
Turns out probably not. No, we've been digging down and creating this gasoline for our own use, without thinking about what it actually does, what the purpose of oil actually does.
Naturally, oil has no purpose. It's a waste product of the decomposition and pressurization and shit of dead things. Why do I feel like this is going to be stupider than write the hand stuff just before?
See what I mean? Remember, we live on a machine here, basically. Whether it being digital or not, you know, this is a machine that we live on. You know, the planets don't exist. They could never exist like this. There's no way.
I have to ask. I don't want to ask, but why? Why can't planets like this exist? Why are we a machine? And more importantly, if planets like this can't exist, how have we sent stuff to Mars, the Moon, Venus, Mercury, Uranus? Anus.
It's a fantasy land, that whole solar system and everything that's in it. Anyway, let's get back to oil.
Let's get back to oil. In other words, here's a load of stupid, crazy stuff I've got no evidence, no proof, or nothing to back me up with. So let's go back to something else I've got no evidence, no proof, or anything to back me up with. It's going to make me sound really, really stupid. Oh.
You know, the thing is oil, we do have continental shifts. Oil lubricates these continents. When we take this oil out of the earth, and we use it for our own purposes, for our combustible engines, and many other things, we're taking the lubrication out of that continent. Thus, that's how earthquakes are created.
What cock and bullshit have I just listened to?
Oh, good God. Thanks, Barwife, for that little clip. She came in, I had to play her that section. She went, fuck. The actual fuck. So, yeah, oil is a lubricant of Earth. Not even raising the point of how tectonic plate shifting works on a flat Earth, because I don't think it really could, and what mechanism is causing them to move on a flat Earth. That would just be fucking mind-numbingly, mentally, crazily, stupidly mental gymnastics to get that shit to work. The fact that not all crude oil is the same either, and it can be nice, thin, easy to pump, or it can be almost a fucking solid in some cases. Big, thick, gloopy, And it sticks to fucking everything. It's not the best of lubricants in its crude state. Hence one of the reasons why we crack oil. The actual fuck goes through your brain. Do you think oil just gets dug up and then that's it? It's just used? I mean, the fuck? Next, stupid. Please. Next, stupid.
Didn't Rumpus have a formula for that?
No, he didn't. There won't be one. There isn't one. It can't be done.
I just thought I'd see if I can find it. It's great. I like the bullet points. It summarises the validation for the Theo story. Earth spin and moon's orbit have similar orientation.
Oh, God, I don't know if this is better or worse. It's fucking Nathan Jokley's Flat Earth Circle Jerk panel. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really am scraping the bottle and barrel this week, aren't I? On the plus side, it's my first look at Nathan Wankley. I mean, Nathan Oakley. I mean, Nathan Dickhead. Yeah, all apply. And they're talking about the moon, which is weird for them to even approach a subject like this, considering they think the moon isn't a real fucking object or something. I don't know. It's stupid. Just fuck. Where's the beer?
Moon sample indicates that the moon's surface was once molten. That'll be that bit of wood they've got. The moon has relatively small iron core, apparently. Determine that one. The moon has a lower density than the Earth. There is evidence in other star systems of similar collisions resulting in debris disks. I don't know. Giant collisions are consistent with the leading theories of the formation of the solar system, and the stable isotope ratios of lunar and terrestrial rock are identical, implying common origin.
First thing, do you have anything to counter any of those statements? Anything at all? Any actual solid evidence that any of that is incorrect? And simply saying, well, how do they know because the moon isn't real, just makes you a fucking moron. Please have something more than that. I very much doubt there's going to be anything more than that. But we can live in hope.
Scrolls here, it appears to be. In 1898, George Darwin made the suggestion that the Earth and Moon were once a single body. Darwin's hypothesis was that the molten moon had been spun from the Earth because of centrifugal forces. So it starts with this by the looks of it, and then, as always, he elaborates. We bring in Thea, prose by English geochemist Alex Halliday.
Got a date?
2000?
Oh, it can't be that recent. Really?
I'll read it. The name of the hypothesized protoplanet is derived from the mythical Greek titan Thea, who gave birth to the moon, a goddess Selene. This designation was proposed initially by the English geochemist Alex N. Halliday in 2000 and has become accepted in the scientific community.
Wow. Even I'm amazed how recent that is.
I suppose that's a big difference, really, isn't it? Modern science isn't afraid to change something when new evidence and new information becomes available and new things work out better and you go, that works better than this one. Oh, and this evidence, and yeah, we're going to have to change things. All right, release the changes. Whereas Flat Earth's like, no, it's flat. But this, no, it's flat. And we've just been to the Mars. No, it's flat. Okay. No, it's flat. I didn't even say anything, but it's flat. Flat. Flat.
So back to Greek gods.
Accepted in the scientific community. Yeah.
So consensus then, not science.
Well, it's an accepted story.
Based on evidence and modelling. Don't skip that out, because that's quite important. It's not just someone said, hey, I think something hit something. Let's go with that. It's, hey, maybe something hit something. We got anything that could support that? And, well, we know that these are the same, so they're obviously the rocks are related to each other, or they're the same source of rocks. And we can use modelling of how things move and the basic size we think of the object hitting an Earth-sized object, or slightly bigger than an Earth-sized object, and what would actually occur. And then we come up with this. There's more to it than just a story, because that's what you lot have. A story that doesn't work with no information or anything like that. And just the general, it's flat.
It becomes part of
Also,
the rhetoric.
the scientific community is not very scientific if you're just going to just accept it. without any hypothesis testing or anything.
Yes, well, accepted by the scientific community sounds a lot better than has become part of our religious rhetoric.
Now, we do have the downer that we're quite a way through this video, and there isn't enough time to get into the full origins and the basis behind the giant impactee, great impactee, splat theory, or in some cases double splat theory of how the moon was created from another planet hitting Earth. I mean, basically that's it, but there's a lot more obviously to it. But it's just funny that the flat Earth bits don't really cover anything, and just it's a straight denial of anything that could be right and science is just wrong. I mean, this is only a clip from the flat Earth stupidness circle jerk, but can you see them actually getting into any more detail than, no, it can't be real, huh? Because I really can't. Oh, dear me. Next video of stupidness. Next video of stupidness.
Okay, I'm doing a critique of a video of a debate between Fight the Flat Earth, Red's Rhetoric, and Bumpy Earth. Red is trying to make a graph here to represent angles from the ground to Polaris, and he's making the claim that they won't work on a flat Earth.
And our last video is from Gary, and he's going to go on about Polaris and things. Now, there's a lot more to this video. We have literally only looked at the first 2 minutes. That's all we're going to cover. Just simply for the angles to Polaris with him. And I've seen him put it in chat that they work on a flat Earth. And they don't. They really, really, really don't. And to prove the point, I got like old school, not proper old school. I got pen, paper, ruler, protractor, the whole works. And we came up with this. Woo! Magic. So there we have. That's our flat Earth. Yes, and we've marked on the 45-degree point, drawn the angle 45 degrees up to cross with the 90-degree going up point that's at the equator. And then we decided to add some other places. And as you slowly see as we add these places, they don't all meet up in the same place, or don't at least all shoot off in the same sort of direction where they could meet off really, really high up. Because Earth isn't fucking flat. How difficult is this? And what's worse, Gary, literally, pen, paper, you could work this shit out. It doesn't have to be technical. This is the scary thing. Don't have to get technical about it. Just not have to be a fucking moron. Jesus Christ. Right. I think that will do us for the night. If you want me to do a full video on Gary Wybenga's angles thingy bombs, leave me a comment down below. Or if you wanted to do something a bit more technically dewy, and we'll do a 10-15 minute video doing the basics of the double splat, double whack, double job theory about the moon being formed from something else crashing into us, we can do a video on that. I can get some graphics and things. We'll have a bit of fun, and we'll involve beer. Will involve lots of beer. That could be fun. And on that note, I've been the Sarcastic Bomber. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all my Patreons. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this one early as normal. The benefits of being awesome and help me make all this stuff. And I have something awesome. Look at that. Ha Not shilling out my own stuff for once. Shilling out Kennedy stuff. It's nice. It's warm. And the pattern on it is really good. I think there's a back on it as well, but no one wants to see my ass. So we'll leave that one. And on that note, don't forget to enjoy the last of Les Ribaboos this evening. I have no idea who's before me, no idea who's after me. Because as I record this now, it's Saturday and I've got 20 minutes to get ready for a show and drink a load of beer. Yay! Thank you very much. Good night.